Here we go. I'm back, and today we are starting a new franchise. We have our head coach, Dave Malachi, and he will be our new head coach. Why don't we go ahead and upgrade the stadium? Tell Poe already. If Atlanta want to go with the rush uniforms for the final week of the season, both of these teams are terrible, and this is before we kind of rebuild ourselves. And yeah, this is how it's going to be. I've done a few retro ball franchises, but 2 fumbles to start the game. This Carolina team absolutely sucks. They've had 2 fumbles on the first 2 drives of the game, and they just punted here. And yeah, this will not be the team. None of these players will be here, by the end of this. As we just scored 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Also, I forgot to change the quarter length, so there are only 2. Also, I forgot to change the quarter length, so there are only 2 minutes, I believe. As we just get the catch. These are 2 minutes, by the way, so I will change them to 3 minutes. So, but boy, this first quarter is just a bloodbath. It's 28-0. And Carolina punts the ball again. I don't think we've even run the ball yet with Ray, our running back. And it's 28-0. And we don't even run the ball. It's just this quarterback dots it up on the passing game. And they just make the play. We'll have more receivers. We'll have less of them. We'll have a tight end, actually. We run through, and he's going to get this touchdown. It'll be 35-0. This Atlanta team, and Dave Malachi already is just going to show why he's... If we trade off our players, we'll have like 12 different picks. So, like 10 different selections. As Atlanta will throw out of bounds, as they will demolish this Carolina Panther team. 35-0, and it's the fourth quarter, so already it's just this Carolina team will be just, I don't know why, as we throw our first interception of the game. That's the first time that we don't score on a drive. But we're going to come back from this. They don't score. It's 35-0. As Harbor's just going to run. I feel like he's just going to get into the end zone here. 63 yards. He's not. And there's the first run, and there's a touchdown for Ray. And 42-0. Interception. Not even the end of the third. It's the end of the third quarter. And it's 49-0. And that's just 2-minute quarters. Made it in the worst way possible. As they, this is dynamic mode. I'll probably do an extreme mode franchise. As we score a 50-yard touchdown to go 56-0. And we win. Hands. Now that's a complete. Atlanta will be in their own half. That is laughable to us. As we're going to run, we're not going to make it to the end zone, 50 yards. And we win this game 56-0. Let's just look at the stats. Let's just play. Look at the stats. 369 yards, 248 for Harbor, 50 for Red. Yeah. Alright, so now we suck. So Buffalo wins the Retro Bowl. And with our roster, we can trade them. Oh no. We have to. New season. Now, Zion Chanel. We can't sign him. A $9 million deal. That's the reason. So we trade him. Maybe a couple of. Because we wanted. We have a bunch of second and third round picks. As we'll begin the draft, we're going to start by getting our. Getting Dexter Clark. Okay, pretty good. We're going to get Ingram. We're going to get Krim. Brevin Krim. And we will get Burris to our team. We need a wide receiver, so we're going to go with Tyler Goodman. Amadi. We're going to get Hayden, our kicker. And we're going to get Holmes. So our offense is looking pretty alright. And our defense is looking pretty alright. And yeah, that's all we're going to do. These begins, we start with the New York Giants. And now we can make who is the most speed out of the people in our team? Dexter Clark. Does anybody else have more speed? No, they don't. So I'm going to go with Dexter Clark as our kick returner. Alright, Atlanta versus New York Giants. Alright, we're beginning. We have Dexter Clark. Hit that, out of bounds. Come on. Get that. And we got it with our new quarterback, Goodwin, our best wide receiver. He's just short, you know. We only have one major wide receiver, and we have a tight end. And Dexter Clark, the best running back in the entire league. Sacked again. I mean, you could argue that's better. Gives us more to work with as Gavin Amadi. We'll take that in. As we start, this is Atlanta on their own 18. They haven't scored at all. Come on, Amadi. Get this, and he will get in there. He's got 2 touchdowns this season. Joe Hayden will kick this. Jalen Hayden. Gavin Amadi. 12 yards. You know, all the best free agents are on the market. We don't really run the ball a whole lot, but we have Dexter Clark, the best running back in the entire draft. Oh, and there he goes. That's why we drafted him. because, we need that. And we get 27 yards. 1 yard on that, so Dexter Clark. And there we go, we got our touchdown with some random dude. I hope they score, and that was a terrible release, and that's not going to be good. They get it. They kick off at the end of the second quarter, and I forgot to change the quarter length again, but we're still dominating. And here comes Dexter Clark. With a second to go, we're going to go straight down the field. It is 20-3 us, and Goodwin is going to be down. And that's the end of the first. It's 20-3 Atlanta. I need to change these to 2 minutes. But now I get to see Dexter Clark return this ball. He's got a lot of speed. He gets about to the 25. We have Dexter Clark, the running back, and he's averaging 14. $29-3 as it'll get to Goodwin, at least. And I think we need, come on, Gavin Amati. He will get there. Amati, and this is a pass-based offense, but we have the best running back in the league at our disposal that we're going to use, both in the pass game and in the run game, because you don't draft the best running back in the league, if you don't use him. You don't draft the best running back in the league and then the best rookie in the draft and then draft him, and then you go, there is Clark, and we will go for 2. We are not smart, but we are going to go up 28-3. But they do not score, so all I have to do is not blow this like the actual Falcons did, and we win the game. And there goes Clark. Clark, get there, Clark. He will get there. It's 83. 83 yards. 35-3. And they won't even score. Gavin Amati. And there comes Dexter Clark, who just had an 83-yard reception for a touchdown. He just got 54 more. Oh, we're going for this first down. Can Goodwin get open? It's gonna be Dexter Clark. What is his name? Tyrese Goodwin get open? I'm gonna call him Tyrese Goodwin. He will, and this will be a 42-3 domination. We don't blow 28-3. In fact, we expand on it. Krim is already Lake Krim, and also quarters 3 minutes. Both wearing the home jerseys. Kansas City will kick off, and we will get the ball here. It's Dexter Clark, the best running back in the league. In our first home game of the season, we dominated. In our first game of the season, Dexter Clark to the 35. He passed to Dexter Clark. Clark, 9 yards. And there goes Dexter Clark up the middle, 10 yards. We have a 15-yard running play. Clark is on the move, 15 yards. Our longest play is a 20-something, 9 yards. And they're going to say that's a short. Just give it to Dexter Clark. And there goes Dexter Clark. He's moving. Blake Krim doesn't have to do anything. And Jalen Hayden. And Kansas City won't score at all. Good win. Come on, Goodwin, get open. He won't. Come on, Blake Krim. Can you run the ball? 4 yards. I think he can. He's got sneak. He doesn't have the sneaky speed. He has no sneaky speed, but, he can run the ball at least. Come on, Gavin Amati. Run this. Come on. Get there. We're doing 3 games per episode, by the way. And this will be frequent. Amadi, he breaks that tackle. And we just lost a yard, so. Come on, Gavin Amadi. He will end the first quarter, and it's 14-0. And we will do week 3, by the way. We will do this first intro one, and we will do the first 3 weeks of the season. So Dexter Clark will come out, and this will be all unedited. I hope you're hearing me with this, because I am recording this. You could probably tell. But there we go. There's Gavin Amati. We don't really run the ball with Dexter Clark. Oh, and there's an interception. That's why we run the ball with Dexter Clark. KC will tie this game up. Just like the Saints did the Bucks last night. We had a pretty sizable lead. 2-possession lead, and blew that. So, yeah. Come on, Amadi. I need you to, I need you with this. Oh, no. It's 1st and 10. Can I kick a field goal that long? Timeout. Just take the field goal. Will he make it? No, he won't. Too low. And here we go in the second half. And we're going to run this. Oh, Krim can run it. He gets 10 yards. Sneaky speed. And we don't run this with Dexter Clark. Now let's just run it with Dexter Clark. We don't. 40-ish yard field goal. 55-ish yard field goal. And we are going to get this. It's a tie game. You know the Giants are going to be terrible, like in real life, and then the Chiefs in real life, like they are. Longest rushing play, 29 for Dexter Clark. An 83-yard touchdown and a 54-yard reception. But there goes Dexter Clark into the end zone. And he will get in, Jalen Hayden. And it's a complete, it's 21-17. Their kicker's really good. Guys. I think if you got full power and you make it, Clark gets out to almost the 40. And this Dexter Clark, man, his speed, he's got way more speed than everybody else. So you put him at kick returner and he will be beast up. He will beast up. Picked off again. And that's not good. We better catch him. We do. Kansas City's in prime position. They take the field goal, though. Dexter Clark took it out to almost the 40. It's kind of laggy, but he gets to the 30. End of the third quarter as we try to keep this lead. We're going to try not to blow the lead, and there goes Dexter Clark. He's running. That's only 25 yards somehow. And then he loses a yard on the next play. So that's okay. But there goes Tyrese Goodwin. Goodwin! Touchdown. And Atlanta will try to go for 2. Goodwin will get it, and now Kansas City has to score twice. And they will not go for the onside kick. They won't go for the 2. Big erections. Now I am thinking about something else. But Clark, I'll keep that in there. Clark, get that. He's going to run. He's got speed. He's going to beat this Chiefs defense. They're 38. We're trying to put this game on ice here. Dexter Clark will do that. Will he beat him? No, he won't. Dexter Clark is into the end zone. We have found our running back of the future. Maybe not Blake Krim, but Blake Krim will definitely be. It's 37-27. No chance. Krim with a concussion. Brevin Krim. Garrig Amati. Dexter Clark. Need that speed. Garrig Amati definitely go with the catching, and Brevin Krim throw with arm strength. And alright, so our last game will be against the Los Angeles Chargers, as we will now upgrade the training facility. We have 3, so if we go to the free agents, there's a bunch of them, and we can't afford any of them. Powell was on the market, but he is very expensive. So is Calais. So we are not going to be. Defensive back J.R. Virgin. So, okay, whatever. We'll get J.R. Virgin, We need more defensive. We need more people in general. We need more defensive players. But now I gotta play the Chargers. We will wear. Both of us will wear our away uniforms, and they will score. They're wearing their away uniforms, and we're wearing our away uniforms. And here comes Dexter Clark. Clark, no. Clark will wait. No, that's our backup quarterback. But Dexter Clark, he's going to beat this battery's defense in the final game of this first episode, and he goes for 64 on receptions. So already this backup quarterback, and Garrig Amati, what did I call him? Greg Amati or something? Kind of close to Garrig. I called this dude Tyrese. And there he gets the ball. I don't think Tyrese is his actual name. Brevin Krim with a concussion out for a couple of games, so we won't have him. But we do have this dude. I guess. Come on, Goodwin. He's gonna fleece. Gets out 24 yards and looking back to throw. Can he throw this deep? He does. He gets it to Goodwin. And Garrigamati is in. We put the game on. Isaac gets the Chief. We beat him by 10. This Virgin dude has been kind of detrimental, but maybe he needs to, Well, I mean, he's a virgin, so. Dexter Clark gets out to almost the 40 again. He's our Cordero Patterson. Is Krim our Mariota? I mean, we're winning in spite of Marcus Mariota, but the Falcons are kind of winning in spite of him. If anything at all, it's really Cordero Patterson. Don't know why we're passing the ball so much with our backup quarterback, but he's doing all right. Had a lot of incompletions, but that's what happens when you give it to Dexter Clark. 30 yards. And he's going to deliver with a touchdown for this ATL team. Man, this Virgin dude, that's 21-16 at the end of the second quarter. Let's see how far that Dexter Clark can return. 7 seconds and not even out to the 20. I trusted Garrigamati and our backup quarterback, and he will pad the stats, but it won't be enough as we will get the ball to start. Come on, Dexter Clark. 21-16. All right, just throw this ball to Goodwin. This man just makes the throws that he needs to. He can make some deeper throws. This backup quarterback. But he can't really run the ball at all. He doesn't have speed, and he doesn't have as much arm strength as he doesn't have as much arm strength as Krim. Because, he's an English backup quarterback. I will call this man. Didn't even realize it was 4th down, but we will go for the field goal, and it is good. Our first field goal of the season. And this is getting pretty hot. But Dexter Clark, the running back, and he will get out to not even the 25. 3 yards. I feel like Virgin is just... Don't know how long we got him, but Clark is out. Clark is running around, and I trust in Goodwin. Get there, our backup quarterback. What do you think I should call him in the comments? I think I'm going to call him Brian Davis for right now. Brian Davis takes the snap. Davis looking to throw. Davis throws to Amati, and that's the end of the third. It's a 2-point game, and it's a high-scoring one at that. Brian Davis, the quarterback. Vic. Brian Davis at that. Amati will throw this. They will go for the 4th down, they will say. With their backup, Brian Davis. They have Dexter Clark, though, and they get 20 on that. I'm going to call him Brian Davis right now. I don't know if that'll be his final name. Also, that broke the plane. And he won't get there. Dexter Clark not doing well. But he will do well in the pass game, and he'll get this for us. It's Dexter Clark. No, it isn't. And this is an 8-point game. Touchdown, and they will get... Alright, I need a good return from man Dexter Clark, and we're starting this out at about the 5. And gets out to about the 29-yard line. The problem is I just simply have to run down, not get it into overtime, just run down the clock and get into field goal range. And no, it's going to be 4th and 6, and I need to get this into field goal range. Davis makes that throw. Dexter Clark is going to break it off. There's no one to beat. Dexter Clark is going to the end zone with a second left to go. On 4th and 6, with a second left, they doink it in 37-30, and they will win. And that's the end. What a day from Dexter Clark. Oh, man, he needs Tyler Goodwin. I mean, I wasn't that far off. I called him Tyrese the entire time. But as we have it, Brevin Krim, Dexter Clark, Garrett Amati, Tyler Goodwin, Kenyon Burris, Martin Ingram, Nakobe Holmes, J.R. Virgin, and Jalen Hayden. That's it for this Atlanta Retro Bowl franchise, and I will see you in maybe tomorrow.